So, like a phoenix rising from the ashes, here we are talking about Kamala Harris again. You know, I had done videos of Kamala, sort of, I guess, warning people about her progressive mask she had on and how she really knew how to play the game. She really knew how to play politics. And she had a lot of people fooled. Absolutely. Not this guy, not this mofo right here, because, you know, I can look at your record. But she had some people fooled. And, you know, I did some videos, when I first, you know, started this channel, and I let people know about Kamala Harris. I spoke about Charlamagne the God supporting her, etc. And then, cue the entrance music. Tulsi Gabbard comes through, stunner, pins Kamala for the 1, 2, 3. She's donezo. She's done in Harlem. You'd think, all right, Kamala got exposed for who she really is, at least to a degree. And, her numbers reflected that. She started to lose, support. Her numbers had dropped some. Don't get me wrong. She was still top tier candidate, but, she did see a decline in her numbers. I think even more so than her numbers had increased after she RKO'd, Joe Biden. So, here I am thinking, all right, well, she's going to stay in the cut. She's going to stay as low as possible, lick her wounds. And we're not going to hear much from her anymore. But recently, her and Bernie Sanders, which I'm not sure why you wouldn't take on big Bernie Sanders. You're not going to win ever. You can't win. Don't even do it. Don't do it to yourself. Why are you taking on Bernie Sanders? He's not Biden. Okay? That's not a Biden you're going to win. They went at it a little bit. So pretty much, I think there was supposed to be a CNN event, talking about climate change. And I think 8 of the Democratic contenders were supposed to be on CNN to talk about this event. But it directly conflicted with Kamala Harris' schedule, because what could be so much more important than this event? What could be happening? It's gotta be a huge ordeal, because why on God's green earth would you not want to go to this very important event on climate change? You're running for POTUS. You want the people to hear your issues. You want the people to hear how you're going to correct those issues. It's gotta be something. No, wait, it's not. Oh, you went house hopping in the Hamptons. I gotcha. Okay. So that's what it was. Yeah, Kamala Harris went house hopping in the Hamptons, telling, you know, high dollar donors, that she's not been comfortable with Bernie Sanders' plan on healthcare. Now, if you were to tell me, yo, Kamala Harris is not comfortable with Bernie's plan on healthcare since the beginning, okay, fine, I got you. But let's just be clear. When she had the progressive mask on, she was all for Bernie Sanders' plan, because she wanted to absorb some of those people that were on Bernie's team. She was hoping some of them would be like, oh, well, I mean, I love Bernie's plan. I love what Bernie's doing, but look at this. Kamala's a woman, and she's African American, and she likes Bernie's plan. I gotta go vote for her. But, so she put on this facade that, she was for his plan, and, it was BS. Right? It was BS. And she came up with her own bullshit, her own version of a Medicare for All bill, which is a departure from Sanders' proposal. And it would, you know, maintain a role for private insurance within a universal public system, essentially. Except it doesn't roll out after 4 years. I believe it's 10 years. Correct me if I'm wrong. But Bernie Sanders' plan still has a role for private insurance. You know, if you get elective surgeries and things like that, if you're going for cosmetic surgery and things like that, you can go through private insurance. So I'm not sure why She's pretending, and then other people pretend like, oh, you're going to completely eliminate private insurance. That's not true. You're lying. Don't fucking lie to me. If we're going to have a conversation, let's be forthright. The minute you start fucking lying to me, it's going to be a whole different kind of conversation. So there is a role for private insurance in Bernie Sanders' plan, as there is in Kamala Harris's plan. Hers is just watered down. Maybe she's making it more palatable for, the big donors. Sanders she was in the Hamptons talking shit about his Medicare for All plan. And Sanders had tweeted at her, listen, I don't go to the Hamptons to raise money from billionaires. If I ever visited there, I would tell them the same thing I have said for the last 30 years. We must pass a Medicare for All system to guarantee affordable health care for all, not just for those who can afford it. And he probably said it in a Bernie Sanders voice. I don't go to the Hamptons to raise money from the billionaires. Listen, Harris and a lot of the other 2020 Democrats have spent the past few weeks trying to, short circuit the Medicare for All and preserve the private insurance industry, whose premiums and deductibles and co-pays now cost $28,000 a year for the average family of four. Right? So there is nothing good about what she's doing. However, I will say what is good, if you want to, call it that, is that she's finally showing her true face. She's finally showing her true face. And Harris has admitted that she was all over the map about Medicare for All. She said this many times. In April, in a different CNN town hall, she did emphasize that there would be some role for private insurance under Sanders' bill. Okay? Even though, his bill, his Medicare for All Act, would reduce private insurance's role to things like cosmetic surgery or premium hospital rooms, she admitted that and she was on board with it. In June, however, Kamala raised her hand when Lester Holt had asked her, who here would abolish their private health insurance in favor of a government-run plan? Right? She raised her hand. She was all for it. She then, which is what she does all the time, walked it back to say that she must understood the question. She misunderstood the question, and she personally would prefer to enroll in public insurance. But none of this is surprising to me. And it's not surprising to the people that are paying attention. But if you're not paying attention, these things will slip by you. Okay? So, I guess the main, part of this video isn't that, she was in the Hamptons, or that she was shitting on Bernie's Medicare for All bill, or that, she's skimping out on that CNN debate on climate change. What this video is really about is she's finally showing her true colors. She's like, F it. Screw it. This is who I am. And, if I can't fool the masses, then give me all this fucking money. Give me all this donor money, so I can win. And I'll give it, I'll say this too. Well, Elizabeth Warren, she isn't taking any money, during the primary. She said all bets are off during the general. So she would take donor money as well during the general election, which is interesting. So, yeah, let me know your thoughts. Were you fooled by Kamala Harris in the beginning? And now you woke up, or are you still fooled by Kamala Harris? Or are you not fooled and you just don't give a shit? And you're going to vote for her anyway, regardless if she's atrocious. Let me know in the comments. If you like what you see, if you like what you hear, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you don't, you're probably voting for Kamala Harris. Now, if you don't, let me know in the comments why. I'm always down to talk about it. Hopefully I'll be talking to you guys soon. Have a good one. Peace.